Good morning.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome to IBM IELTS Academy. This is the speaking section of the IELTS exam. The interview will take about 15 minutes, and I will ask you some questions in three parts. Is that okay?
Sure.
Examiner is Sarah Parker, and examiner number is 792021. Candidate is Parsa Sadeghian, and candidate number is 23589. May I see your ID card?
Of course. Here you are.
Thank you. Okay, that's very much true.
Thanks.
What's your full name?
I'm Parsa Sadeghian, and I'm currently studying computer engineering at Isfahan University of Technology.
Okay. Do you have a healthy diet?
Almost, I can say I have a healthy diet. I try not to eat so much junk food and too much fat and I try to read articles online about how to have a healthy diet, how to manage to control my weight and stay in shape all the time.
Do you like to enjoy your food at home or eating out?
I'm more comfortable enjoying my food at my own room and my privacy, my safe zone. I'd rather to stay home all the time, eat my food, with no rush or any stress or anxiety. Yeah.
Do you like ordering food delivery?
Since I've mentioned, I try to eat my food at my own room as much as possible. So yeah, I'd rather stay home and order my food.
Do you eat differently now than when you were little?
No, I don't think I'm doing it right now. I almost I've kept the same routine as my childhood until now, and I will be doing that forever, I think.
Do you have a lot of friends?
I don't have a lot of friends, but my close friends are, the ones who always support me and they got my back all the time. So I don't need a lot of friends as long as they, stay with me for all the time.
Okay. With whom would you like to be friends and why?
With no particular person, I just walk and meet people, and we get to know each other. So then I choose whether I want to be friends with that person or not.
Okay. So, now I will give you a cue card. You have 1 minute to think about it and take note. And after that, you should talk about around 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, that's right.
All right. This is the question, and this is the where you can take note. Okay, here.
Thanks.
Okay, time's up. Now you may talk. May I give it back? Yes,
sure.
thank you.
It's painting of an empty street at the middle of the night. I can see trees at the side of the road, and no cars or people are visible in that picture. I don't know much about it. I don't know exactly where it is. I just made it up. My, you know, uh, may you ask some questions, or do I have to explain
You
more?
can continue.
The stores are closed, and I can see the moon in the sky. The moon is full and shiny, shinier than ever. I can see the stars, so many stars in the sky. There are visible, all of them. Uh, Maybe I'll decide later, but maybe I can see myself in that picture with my friends, hanging around, sitting at the side of the road. Um, Maybe a cat or a dog or some animal, some street animal, uh, is crossing the street. The image.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Plenty of cars are parked there, but I don't see them moving on the street. No sound or any particular noise we can hear in that picture. It's just silence and the sound of night, and um, maybe uh, maybe it'll be interrupted by some animal or some horns of cars or something like that, but otherwise it's just silence and peace, and everything's calm.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer having that in my room because when I look at that and when I think about it, when I imagine myself in that, it comforts me and gives me some chills and helps me to relax.
Okay. What is the attitude towards art in your country? What people think about art?
There are too many attitudes and approaches towards art, but I think people in my country, which is Iran, prefer art to be more subjective. Something they can see, they can hear, like comedy, stand-up comedy, or something they enjoy to watch, not something that makes them think or investigate about it. Something they can watch right now and enjoy it at the moment. Maybe they can laugh about it. They can, cry about it. I don't know. The thing that they can feel right now is the thing that they prefer.
Okay. Do people in your country prefer music to art?
Mm, yes, as I've mentioned, music can be so much more entertaining for people in my country than a painting or a book, a story, because they don't have time or things to enjoy that. Uh,
And what kind of music do people like in your country?
Most of the people enjoy pop music, but I personally listen to rock, metal, or anything, any kind of music. But most of the people in my country follow the mainstream music, the pop culture, or anything like that.
What traditional art forms exist in your country?
Um, as much as I know, there's no traditional art in my country. It's not allowed, but I can't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just know it used to be some paintings or um, things like that. Um,
You mean
at the
there is
past.
no traditional art?
Right now, I can't think of anything, but I'm aware that it was something. There was something in the past. I don't know what exactly, but I reckon maybe paintings or sketches,
Mm-hmm.
caricatures, and stuff like that.
How can children benefit from learning art?
Well, it makes them, their minds to be more active or more creative. They makes them more innovative in such ways like, mathematics or dealing with life's complications and stuff. Maybe I don't want to be I don't want to get more philosophical, but by experience, I think it makes them more uh, active mentally active.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that the state should support the arts and cultural activities?
Yeah, of course they can support it in many ways. Financially or they can support it all the time by simply giving money and time. But I don't see it in my own country. I don't see it too much. The government and even people, they don't support art and artists by, buying their products and their masterpieces.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you very much. This is the end of your IELTS speaking test. So, let's see. I have some tips for you. Try to speak with less stress. By practice, you can gain that. When you are talking in a hesitation,
Mhm.
you may lose your
Mhm.
fluency. So try to
Mhm.
practice more and more with your friends or your teacher. Moreover, be ready for rare topics, especially in part two. The topic was describing a picture.
Mhm.
It's kind of rare and weird, but it may happen in the IELTS exam. Okay, so be ready for anything.
Mhm.
And in part three, be careful. You shouldn't talk about your personal life. It's a kind of discussion about general ideas and general things. Okay, don't say, for example, I listen to
Mhm.
rock music. Better
Mhm.
to say people or young people
Mhm.
these days listen to
Mhm.
rock music.
Mhm.
It's a very important point.
Correct.
And don't say, well, I don't know. It's not a good idea. If even you don't know anything about that topic,
Say
try.
something.
Yeah, for example, I ask you about traditional example of art in your country, and you could say carpet. Iranian carpet is a kind of art. So we have so many things. Use your imagination. It would be really helpful. All in all, your grammatical range is okay, and you use some rare and good vocabularies. Um, I can say you can get 6.5 in the IELTS exam.
Um, it may be, not enough for me right now, but it may improve in the future.
Of
Yeah.
course, you can improve that. Good luck.
Thanks for your time.
Hi there. I have some tips for you. A speaking section of the IELTS exam can be really stressful. It's natural, but you should try to make it less. If not, you may lose a lot of score because you will lose your fluency. So work hard on it. Pay attention to the rare topics. These days it's common to have rare questions in part 2, asking about a picture, your childhood toy, or anything weird and not common. So be prepared before the exam and try to practice as much as possible. In part 3, you may not talk about your personal life or your personal examples. It's not a good idea because it's a discussion and you should talk about general ideas or general examples. It's really important. Don't say, I don't know or I don't have any idea. It's not a good idea. You should be prepared in advance to talk about a range of topics. If you don't have any idea to talk about, at least use your imagination and try to say something related to that question. I know it's hard, but by practicing, you can handle that. Thank you for your attention.